Hey guys, welcome to the 7th Aspect, a new YouTube channel dedicated to the Star Wars Unlimited card game. My name is Siggi and I am joined by Gary.
Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time to check out this content. Siggi, we know there are lots of great channels out there providing quality content for Star Wars Unlimited. What makes the 7th Aspect different?
Yeah, what makes us different is we focus a lot on the viewer experience. We want the viewers to see the cards, to be able to read them. We are showing both players' hands at all times, so people can really follow along with the correct zoom and position of the camera. This is all done by some heavy lifting in the workshop for Tabletop Simulator, where we've done modifications to help us do this.
It looks like you've put some fantastic work into making that viewer experience excellent, Sig. Which is great. That's all cool. But I am all about the gameplay. So let's jump into a game. You ready?
Yeah, not so fast, Gary. Showcase Showdown. We gotta talk about our first kind of series, right? Do you want to
Yeah, of
walk us through
course.
it?
Yeah, sure. So the 7th Aspect would like to bring to you the Showcase Showdown, where we're going to pit each of the leaders from A Spark of Rebellion, Unlimited's first set, against each other in a knockout style tournament. What we've done is we've taken our 4 favorite leaders, we've seeded them, and we put them in different ends of the bracket. We've then taken the 4 leaders which we deem to be the least strong, and there's a couple of wildcard matches in there to see who makes it into the final 16. We've then filled the rest of the bracket with the last 8 leaders, and we're going to do a classic knockout style tournament, best of 1. Who will win the Showcase Showdown? And you might ask about the name. Why have we called it that? Well, we're going to use the artwork for the Showcase leaders in this tournament, which we just think is some absolutely fantastic artwork.
Very nice.
Who do you think, Siggi? Who do you think will win? Who do you think will come out on top?
Yeah, I have my ideas based on games I've played. We've not played any games yet in this bracket, so we don't know. But I have my ideas, and I'll be willing to discuss that at the end of this video. But until then, the viewers can put their favorites in the comments, and we'll see how it plays out.
Super, yeah. Give us a comment. Who do you think is going to reign supreme?
So for our first game, we're going to have Luke Skywalker Cunning and Grand Moff Tarkin Aggression. Gary, do you want to talk through the process of how we select our decks?
Absolutely. So for the whole of Showcase Showdown, we wanted to use decks which we knew were strong for each leader. Rather than building decks specifically for these matchups, we've just taken some strong decks overall, some from online, different websites, or some that we may have built ourselves. Like if we've got a particular depth of experience with one leader, then we might use some of our own decks. And that's kind of where we are with it.
And for this particular game, where do our decks come from?
So here, Siggi is going to be piloting a Luke Skywalker deck, which is built by Matty from KTOD. So thanks for that, guys. And I'm going to be playing a Tarkin deck from SwooDB, which was built by Jay from Unplayable.
Very good. Let's play Unlimited. Alright, so here we are at our gaming table. I'll be playing red and Gary will be playing blue. Gary wins the initiative and we will be drawing our opening hands.
So we can have a look at mulligan options here. I think I struggled because I felt like I had too many good cards. I didn't know what to resource, but I was happy with my hand, so I stuck with it. How about you, Siggi?
Yeah, I had 2 cannons, so I thought that was easy, and the price strike comes a bit later. My thinking was I can Leia and shield her, and then I can lightsaber her. So that's why I went with those resources.
Yeah, very cool. So eventually I decided here to get rid of Seventh Sister, which felt kind of bad, but I liked my options for turns 1, 2, and 3, and I wanted to keep Vader for late game.
Yep.
So I start with a TIE fighter with the intention of Tarkin it, and then here comes Leia.
Yep. She untaps 1 resource when she comes out, and then I can Luke shield her.
Yeah, so I think this is really cool start to show the Luke versus Tarkin thing. It's cool. Like Tarkin does the experience, Luke gives out shields, and we both managed to get our abilities off on turn 1 there.
Yep. And I draw a 3rd cannon. I immediately resource it. I don't think the game will last long enough for me to play Kanan and he'll be killed and I'll play him again. So
Sure, agreed.
so
I go for the Tarkin ability first here to pump the TIE fighter up. Meanwhile, Leia picks up a lightsaber.
Very cool.
So the snowtrooper boosts the TIE to hit base for 5, and then Leia with the lightsaber hits base for 5. Pretty even start, Siggy.
Yep. And I also have an auto to play. I forgot to use his ability, but I'll remember it when I talk with him next turn.
I guess at least because it was a play at the end of your turn, it wouldn't have made a massive difference. Although maybe you could have milled a card away to get something more useful.
Yeah. But in the end, I drew a Yoda and a Waylay, and I want to Waylay this 2 experience unit.
Seems to be against Tarkin. Waylay is one of the best cards in your deck, I would say.
Yeah, I really like it, especially if you pile them on one
Yeah.
unit.
Loads of experience and then bam, just disappear.
Yep. Leia is killed by a force choke, and then I Waylay that. Try to steal it.
Yeah. So that's back to hand then. I play Ozul, who I haven't really played much before. His ability is kind of cool. You can play a card from hand, an Imperial unit, and it can come in ready, but it means your opponent gets to ready a card too.
Yep.
So we'll see if that comes up or not.
So attack the base with 1. I'll remove my hand and look at the top card. I decide to put it on the bottom. I don't have a force unit on the board, even though I have Kanan in hand.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great card, isn't it? But right
Yeah.
now, it doesn't seem like the most useful, so the draw probably is stronger. And you've gone ahead with base damage there, Sig. So
Yep.
Well played.
I feel like to get to 11 so soon with Leia and her lightsaber on a 25-point base is pretty strong.
Very strong. Yeah, you're nearly halfway there, right?
Yep.
And throughout this game, I'm looking for an opportunity to use Tarkin Town. I really like it as a base. I think obviously you need to make the most of it. But I haven't found an opportunity yet. Maybe I could throw a small unit into a bigger unit and then use Tarkin Town to finish them off. But we'll see if I manage it. But so far, I haven't found an opportunity.
Yeah. Here, Garvey is contemplating his move. He's gonna do a pretty cool move here. He will use the Admiral to play the die advanced ready and get experience on Osil.
Yeah, kind of back and forward between the two of them. So he's now a 4/5, which is pretty strong.
Yep. I believe I choose to play the Kanan here, saving 1 resource to shield him later.
Very good. And then I pop an experience on the TIE Advanced with Tarkin's ability. So that's a 4/3 and starting to beef up my units a bit. Here goes the shield on Kanan, and then Tarkin comes out to join the game.
Yep. And yet another, and then suddenly Unity played this turn is hitting for 5. So well played, Gary.
Caught up on some damage there, so it's back to pretty even.
Yep.
And I guess I've got a slightly, I've got 3 units out, and you've only got 2. But this will be the turn with 6 resources, so Luke's likely to come out. Yeah, tight, but I don't know. It could go either way here, right?
Yep, I'm looking at this Vader in your hand.
Yeah, obviously you didn't know it at the time, but it's come soon. Which of these 2 abilities do you think is stronger, Siggy? The Luke Shield or the Tarkin experience? Just in general, not necessarily right here in this game, but overall.
I'm kind of leaning towards the Grand Morse ability, just because it doesn't have you have to play this on a turn that something comes down.
But Luke has an extra requirement.
Yeah.
And Fleet Lieutenant used Kanan into base there, so you're up to 17 damage. I then do 5 damage back, and Luke comes out.
Yep.
I think your point earlier about the 25 health base is really key here, because I haven't found an opportunity to use Tarkin Town yet. Tarkin puts some damage onto Luke. I think I'm considering the Force Choke in hand, but then you play the Wing Leader, which makes the Force Choke out of kill range. So a strong play by you and by Luke here.
And at this point you're almost at the jack. Once I attack with Luke, you have no other options but to claim, unless. Yeah, I think that's the only option is to claim and
Yeah,
try
so
try to find something.
at this point, with 2 health left on my base, I'm pretty sure that it's game done. I mean, I claimed in the hope of drawing something,
Yeah.
but I really don't know what I could draw, which could help me here. Even if I manage to get a Sentinel in the ground arena, the wing leader can do 2 damage to finish me off. So somehow I need to take care of everything at once, which I just don't think is possible. But you've done really well to put so much damage on my base here, and I just can't crawl back from it.
Yep, Leia hit you early for 10 of those 23 that you've gone already, so I think that was massive.
So I play a Vader here, see if we can find anything.
Yeah, a Sentinel preferably.
Yeah, so we'll see what we draw. Like I said, I don't think there's anything in here that can win me the game. There is a ground unit Sentinel.
Yeah.
So we grab one of
So
those.
that
But
that
this
may
sucks.
have saved you if you don't have if I don't have the wing leader. Um, but
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
it is, then I can just wing leader into your base, even if you have a Sentinel.
Yeah, so there's the kill shot, and Luke beats Tarkin.
Yep, he advances into the top 8. In the intro, we talked about what our favorite leaders would be and asked people to put theirs in the comments. Do you care to share what you think will be the strongest leader or who will win it?
Sure, so I am gonna go for my favorite leader overall, Leia. I think she's super fast. I like aggro. She's a lot of fun. My money's on Leia for the tournament.
Yeah,
How about you, Siggy?
yeah. So I'm kind of in the camp where I'm not necessarily sure that the best leader will win. Uh,
Mm.
there are factors here. We're doing a one-off games, so we could see a strong leader lose to bad luck or even misplace from us. But I think I've always been on the control camp, so I'm gonna put my money on Aiden.
Excellent. Yeah, super strong.
Yeah. So this is it for the first episode. I hope you'll join us for the second one coming soon. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for playing, Gary.
Thanks for playing, Sig, and thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you next time on the 7th Aspect.
Bye bye.